This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast and the Becker Business Minute. Today's Becker Business Shout Out of the Day goes to an unusual combination. It goes to the combination CEO founder of Levy Strategies, Scott Levy, and CEO and Chief Investment Officer of Parkside Investments, Alan Cole. The combination of the two sort of brings to mind 5 core lessons from business that can be applied to almost anything. First, is as in many teams, the sum of the parts is greater than the individual parts. So the whole is greater than the individuals. The individuals might each be a 1, but together they're a 4 or much, much better. It's a combination where you take 2 fairly good people, fairly bright people, and together they're a dynamic, brilliant combination. So truly a story of the sum being better than the individual parts by a great degree. Second, it's a story of bringing a little bit of what they talked about in Jimmy Johnson's biography. When Jimmy Johnson talked about the University of Miami, of swagger to whatever you're trying to do. A little confidence, a little positivity, a little swagger, a little bit of knowing that you can win and succeed in whatever effort you're taking forward. There's third, this concept of just persistence and determination, the willingness to push through difficult challenges, make comebacks, and try and be better and improve in whatever you're doing. So far we talked about building teams, the sum being better than the parts, swagger, having a little bit of confidence, and determination. There's 2 other things that we'll talk about is in any team, there's a need for somebody to be the leader, and often you can't have everybody as a leader. There can't be too many cooks in the kitchen. You got to have someone that's willing to lead and someone that's willing to take direction. And it's a rare chemistry where you can make this work over a period of time where the junior person doesn't get upset with the senior person, gets sick of taking direction. The senior person can give direction in a way that is well taken by the junior person without condescension. And this is a team that does that in tremendous ability, the willingness to take direction. And finally, the 5th issue, which is so important in teams and business and everything, is the willingness to play roles, to take the role. Somebody's got to be Michael Jordan. Someone's got to be the 6th player off the bench, or the sort of like, someone who's sort of the person who handles that role as a role player, is setting up the leader, is making clear who the leader is and who the junior person is. And often in business, they have to mesh together so well where it's not noticeable to the outside eye, but it's very comfortable with the 2 players as well, where somebody's really the leader and someone's really the non-leader, but still an important cog in the machine. And it's important in teams for this to work so well with chemistry and not be handled in a way that causes offense or doesn't allow it to stay together for the long run. Again, a great combination. The business shout of the day goes to Scott Levy and Alan Cole, and I think we try and break this down into 5 different core concepts that are applicable to almost all business situations. Again, thank you for listening to the Becker Business Minute, the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. If you have ever anybody that you know that deserves a Business Minute shout out of the day, we'd love to visit with them and love to have them on the podcast. Thank you for listening.